Alright, so I'm fucking getting fed up with these bullshit ass markets, man. So like, you know what I mean? I'm being patient. I'm being patient as fuck. We get a SMT up here and shit's kind of choppy, so I'm like, you know what? I don't want to enter on the 1 minute. I considered I considered entering once. All right, the fuck. I considered entering right here for value gap, break a structure, and then I was gonna enter on this order block right here, stop right here, and or the body right here. Yep, that's what I was gonna do. But I decided not to just because we're in a little bit of a choppy type of situation right here. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. What I want to see is 5 minute break of structure. Boom, we got our 5 minute break of structure. So I'm like, bet, and we created a fair value gap and a breaker block. I want to see us retrace into her. So I set a limit, put my stops right here. It just kept on going down. I'm like, fuck, all right, well, hopefully this 15-minute fair value gap and order block gets us a movement back up here after we break 15-minute structure to the downside. Guess what? You want to see how close we got to my entry? Yeah, you could fucking see it. And then it just started to dump down. Now, I don't know where NASDAQ is at, but once NASDAQ, NASDAQ just fucking moved. That shit just moved down. And now we got a little SMT right here, as you can see. So, you know, right here's on the hourly. You can see the SMT. So, yeah, shit could go sideways from here, but 15 minutes bearish, 5 minutes bearish, everything's bearish besides the hourly and the down. Everything's bearish besides the hourly. Like 30 minutes bearish, everything down's bearish. Then fucking 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, daily, we're all bearish. Okay? So I don't know. I don't see why my entry shouldn't hit if it does. I don't see why this trade shouldn't hit if my entry does still get tapped into. But I don't like that we came up here, came down, and now we're coming back up if that seems to be the case. Either way, I'll leave my entry. But to be honest with you, I don't know, man. Because let's see, if I would have already got my entry, what would the RR be as so far? That's got to be like a 1 to 1.15 RR where it's at. Yeah. So, and would it have done anything for me to move my stop to break even already? No. So, even if I did get entered right here, I still would have been in the trade. I wouldn't have sold yet. Maybe on this 5 minute fucking fair value gap getting closed above, I would have sold, closed the break even, and then got entry on. I don't know, man. I think we're just in a bit of weird, choppy price action, so we'll see what happens from here. Okay, so it gave me my entry, and honestly, I don't. If this gets stopped, then my bias just has to be wrong, cause like there's no reason why this should get stopped. We had a 15-minute sweep as well as an SMT, 15-minute break of structure. You got a 15-minute breaker block right here. Then you go on the 5 minute. You got a 5 minute breaker block, 5 minute fair value gap. We got an hourly fair value gap to target as well as these lows all the way down here to possibly target. We're in a downtrend. The only thing that's in the uptrend is this little move right here and the hourly being bullish. But we even technically had an hourly sweep right here. So yeah, this trade gets stopped. That is what it is. This is really a textbook setup, in my opinion. Only thing that I don't like is that NASDAQ already took out these 1 hour lows. And yeah, but we'll see what happens. So I never ended up getting stopped out of this trade. Stops now at break even because S&P is being real choppy right now. You can see that NASDAQ has a lot more selling pressure to the downside, but for right now, I am just going to be watching NASDAQ, and if and when NASDAQ gets down to this low, wherever S&P is at, I will be taking profits and or selling all my position because a sweep of this, if the S&P, let's say, has only reached this hourly fair value gap, we could get some heavy movement to the upside if that happens. So I'm pretty confident in this downtrend that we're in. Uh, this choppiness I do not like, but we do seem to be moving down. So as of right now, my stop's just going to be at break even, and I'll either just have a trailing stop or hopefully we get a nice move down to where I could trim some profits right here and then just let the rest run to either this sell side liquidity all the way down here or until NASDAQ sweeps these lows, whichever happens first. Or if I have a reason to sell my positions, for example, if we start disrespecting bearish confluences, then I'll possibly sell positions or just move my stop loss to slightly into profits. We'll see what happens whenever the time comes. All right, so this is how the trade played out. Um, I took partials somewhere. I think I took partials right here. Yeah, no way. I took partials at this 1 hour low that's like right here. Took some more right here. Moved my stop to right here. And got stopped out slightly in profits. So I missed out on, let's see. So pretty much got a 1 to 3, and I could have had a nice 1 to 4.4 pretty much, but I was waiting for us to enter this other 1 hour fair value gap or for a NASDAQ to sweep these lows, but that did not happen.